Let me ask you a
Yeah.
question then, Grace. I've been dying to ask somebody who maybe you know the answer to this. So I'm going to share a picture on the screen.
Okay.
So I photographed. I used my little. What did I use on this? I think I used one of those. It's a little plastic camera for this picture, and it's really cheap Fujifilm.
Oh, uh-huh.
And
Oh,
took
the
it to that.
Insta Fuji or whatever it is.
What's that?
Is it Instax? Is that what it's called? Instax.
Whatever the
Fuji?
cheapest one, whatever the cheapest Fujifilm, that's what this is.
Oh,
The Freestyle was blowing it out for like $2 a roll. And so I bought a case of it practically. And I took this to that lady, 19-minute photo.
I love that place. I still go there for shit I don't care about.
Right? Her name's Betty, right?
And she actually does good work. She actually keeps up her chemistry. So you know what? It looks like a stupid hole in the wall, but she's good.
She's great, right?
She's good at what she does. She
And then
makes the chemistry so well.
So this is, shot on a well, let me grab the camera. Hang on a second.
This is the place on in Artesia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I used to work at we used to joke about the 1 hour photo labs. I used to work at a 45-minute photo lab, because 45 is better than an hour. And then I saw 19 minutes and I'm like,
yeah.
Doesn't it take 12 minutes to go through the machine? How is she getting it done in 19? It's just like, I was trying to think, because I used to work in a photo lab. That was my first job. It was a 45-minute photo lab,
Right.
And by the time the customer hands you the film and you get it loaded and into the machine and processed and then get it into the printing machine, I think if I sped through it, it would still take me half an hour. So I don't know how the hell she's doing it in 19.
Well, this is the camera I used here for that.
oh wow.
Oh man, that is cheapy film, I guess.
That one, this one's the
Yashica.
Yashica.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yashica's, oh my god. How much you get it for?
I think I paid $250 for this.
Oh.
They go up to like 400, 500 now for that model.
Holy cow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, apparently this camera's it's the same as the, what is it, Context, Frank?
Yeah, because it has a Zeiss Tessar, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So the cheapest film I could find on that point and shoot, I was at this skate event, Grace, and I just love the way these pictures came out. That's the flash from the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So that's because she's doing it correctly. And what I did is I had her scan it, and she sent me this as big, gigantic JPEGs.
Mm-hmm.
And is that and I asked her, I said, what are you doing to this stuff? Like, why does it look so good? She says, I don't do anything. It just goes through my system. So there's no way, she's not doing what you're talking about. She's not sitting there retouching this to make it look like this, right?
Maybe. It depends on what scanner she's using. Some scanners, you may or may not have like an auto function on there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And if she's not turning off that auto, you might not be getting what's actually there in the film. And the scanner software is auto for color and for exposure.
It's thing that Michael was testing a little bit ago. And especially with the Epson's that auto ice technology and whatever.
Yeah.
You get more JPEG artifacts from that and color casting for sure. But if the raw scanning of it when it's, brown and then color correcting from there by the numbers is like the actual way to go. But of course it takes so long.
It does. But you really are getting more information, I guess, out of the negative.
Yes. It's like shooting raw.
Yeah. It's the equivalent of raw, I guess. Yeah.
So if I scan this film on my V700 and I corrected it by the numbers, I would get something like this.
Maybe by the numbers, I don't know, but you can absolutely do it. Like I have 2 scanners. I have a dedicated film scanner right now, and I haven't touched it in a long time because it's SCSI. Who remembers SCSI?
I do.
Yeah, and so I get fantastic results from that. When I do it, when I'm
Well, Grace froze.
Uh-oh.
Man, right when she was going to tell me something I wanted to know.
The cell phone battery died, probably. I'd guess.
Right.
Got a cell? Oh no, there you're back. You froze on us, Grace.
yeah, sorry, my internet goes in and out.
Okay.
You got to go back six sentences.
Yeah. Where was I? Something.
You're saying you have the SCSI scanner and you get results like this. But I guess my question is, could you do it as quickly as taking it to Betty? You know, this wasn't 19 minutes, but she got it to me that night, you know.
Right.
I don't know, because I'm going to assume she's using something like a Frontier scanner, Fuji Frontier scanner. That's what major labs tend to use, and their color profile is great. It's got great resolution, so I don't know. I need to look at the specs for her scanner.
Right.
Because we used to use here I
Oh, lost again.
Froze again.
That's too great. I know the feeling for that.
This is really good information because I wasn't aware that they're now using way more advanced technology to push the processing for film now.
Right.
Oh, wait until you look into the Hasselblad scanners.
What is that about, Frank?
They basically have a CCD sensor, and it's like half of a drum scanner. It'll scan it on a curve, and it just has so much raw information that a regular 6x6 from, let's say, just a regular lab, like using Epson or Fuji scanners, will be like, I don't know, like 20 megabytes. This will give it like 100 megabyte files.
Whoa, seriously?
It doesn't really use profiles to correct at all. So it's literally the raw scan, and it takes forever, but it's pretty worth it if you want to blow it up to like 60 by 60.
And that's the Hasselblad, you said?
Yes.
Cool.
But they're also like, $40,000 and stuff, and of course.
Is that all?
Oh,
Yeah, that's all.
We used to play at the Hasselblad a little, was it a digital medium format at Cypress College?
Yeah, the
What
XD3 and XD4.
What are those
No,
things? What do those cost brand new?
I know that I know someone who just bought it, H1.
Yeah.
They are the H4, H3. Yeah, the H1 for I think $2,000, and then the lens for it was like an 83.5 for another $1.5 grand, I think.
Well, that's not astronomical.
Well, the H1's also like 15 to 20 years old.
Yeah.
true. This is very true.
I know the H6, I think, is still like 10 to 15 grand at least, and that's like 4 to 5 years old.
Right.
4 years old, I think.
Right.
Yeah, it's really
It's
crazy.
not my one.
But the Fuji GF-X 100, I don't remember if it came out already or if it is coming out. I think is going to be 15 grand, but also 100 megapixels, and it's still going to have the X-Trans sensor. So the way it's designed is still going to look like film grain instead of like noise.
How cool! How cool is that?
Keeps me excited. I just want to go shoot, even though I don't have a film camera. I want to make the best of it today. It's sunny and nice. Just talking about photography makes me excited. Yeah,
Good.
yeah. No, this is good stuff.
That's why I always like talking with Ken in the Zoom calls.